guys, it's Kendra from Crafty Kendra, and today I'm going to show you how to make this fun Father's Day card. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is bring in our card base, which is garden green, and it measures 5.5 by 4 1/4. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of garden green, and I've used the Harlequin embossing plate on here. We're just going to bring in my snail and put some snail on the back of it. We're just going to center it onto the front of our card. Okay. Then we're going to bring in a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White. We're going to attach some snail to it. And we're going to go ahead and attach that onto the inside of our card. Alright, and then we're going to set our card front aside. Going to bring in a 4 3/4 by 3 3/4 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock and our Best Dad Ever stamp set. We're going to take out the big tie stamp set and the Happy Father's Day greeting. We're going to flip over our ties, and what we're going to do is we're going to color every other one in chocolate chip or in garden green. And I'm going to go ahead and do the outside in garden green, the middle in garden green, and the last one in garden green. I'm going to do the remaining two in chocolate chip, and we're using the markers, and we're using the brush tip sides. You just glide it along the top of the stamp. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to breathe on the stamp to moisten the ink. Making sure you press evenly. And there we go. Then what we're going to do is we're going to ink up our stamp, and we're just going to ink up the top portion of the ties in the exact same color we inked them up in before. I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap white, Whisper White paper. We're going to stamp our ties on there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our scissors, and we're just going to cut out the ties, tops, where the angle begins. So where the angle would begin right here on the tie, right here, we're just going to cut a straight line there, and that way we'll be able to give it a little bit of dimension. Alright, now that I have all those cut out, I'm going to bring in my garden green marker and color in where this one tie didn't completely get stamped. It doesn't have to be perfect, but filling in just a little color so it doesn't look so bad. What I'm going to do is using my fine point tip on my marker. I'm going to go around the edge of this Whisper White piece and do some faux stitching. Alright, now that we have that faux stitching done, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a 4" by 3" piece of chocolate chip. We're going to layer this Whisper White piece on, and this Whisper White piece again measures 3 3/4 inch by 2 3/4 inch. Just going to layer it onto this piece of chocolate chip. Flip the chocolate chip over and attach snail to the back of it. Bring in our card base and go ahead and center our ties onto our card base. Press down. Gonna bring in some mini glue dots. And what we're gonna do with these is we're gonna stick those little tops of the ties that we cut off to a mini glue dot. And then we're going to attach it on top of the tie. And all this does is give our ties a little bit more dimension. Okay, and set that aside. Bring in our scrap Whisper White again and the Happy Father's Day stamp from the stamp set and our Stampin' Up jig. What we're going to do is we're going to ink up the word fathers and only the word fathers. We're going to stamp it first. Then using a baby wipe, we're going to clean off our stamp. Okay, and then we're going to ink up the word happy with our chocolate chip marker. And this is where we're going to bring in our Stampin' Up jig. I already have the greeting on vellum. We're just going to center the word happy above father. And then stamp. Again, we're going to clean off our stamp. Now we're just going to ink up the word day. We're going to center day underneath fathers. And then what we're going to do is we're going to punch it out with our 1 3/8 inch circle punch. And it just fits. And that gets snail on the back of it. And layered onto a 1 3/4 inch circle of chocolate chip. Then we place a couple dimensionals on the back. remove the backing and attach it to our card. And that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.